Hello everyone, I'm Paul Young and this is Championship Clash. We're live in Williamstown, and a capacity crowd is ready for action. Steve Farley joins up with the Sheriff, Ian Goode, to take on the Diamond Stable. We'll see the Pine Baron get another shot at Killer Ken and the $1,000 bounty. Let's go ringside with Doc Lester for the action.
Killer Ken in the ring, he knows what he's up against this time. He was forced into the last match with the Pine Baron. Pine Baron, of course, trying to collect that $1,000 bounty that Diamond Earl Skruggs has placed on the head of Killer Ken Fulgham here.
Match 2. Our next bout scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first from Atherton, New Jersey, the Pine Baron, William Lee.
Pine Baron being introduced.
I just want to say,
he's got the microphone.
If you remember, and if you don't remember, I'll tell you right now. There is a $1,000 bounty on Killer Ken Fulgham. $1,000 to the man that puts him in the hospital. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be that man tonight.
Just in case you thought the Pine Baron here was in this match for some good old-fashioned competition and sportsmanship, no. Announcing to everybody on the microphone, he's here for one reason and one reason only. He's trying to put Killer Ken in the hospital. Doesn't even have to win the match. Just has to put Killer Ken in the hospital. Killer Ken, though, putting the Pine Baron in a headlock. Pine Baron rolling over to a very quick pinning combination there. Now punches, chops, pull the hair. Get a poke to the eye. The Pine Baron will have exhausted his entire repertoire in the first minute. Arm across the throat, pull the hair at the same time. Killer Ken, though, powers out with a fireman's carry into a backdrop. Killer Ken to his feet first. Pine Baron to the outside. A bitter beginning to our opening bout here. Doc Lester with you from the Monroe Business Arena here in Williamstown, New Jersey. Two long-time competitors here in NJCW in this matchup. Both singles champions, both tag team champions.
Hey, get him off the ring. 1, 2, 3.
Throw it across that rope there. Referee LeBron Meredith Bronson there calling for the break. Pine Baron broke before the count of 5. Killer Ken out to the concrete floor the hard way. Now, frankly, the Pine Baron would probably be doing these tactics anyway. Pokes to the eyes, throw it across the rope, throwing guys to the concrete floor below. But they take on extra significance here because he is deliberately trying to injure Killer Ken. Killer Ken trying to roll his way into the center of the ring there. Pine Baron with an arm bar. You know, another really creative hold here from the Pine Baron. He went arm bar into a knee in the back, And now he's got almost a chicken wing there, but an overhead chicken wing. Killer Ken fighting out of it with his free limb. And tosses the Pine Barren to the outside just to buy himself a few moments to recover there.
Let's the rules on this side.
Despite the vast difference in temperament and sportsmanship, these are two very similar competitors here. And we always get a fantastic matchup whenever Killer Ken and the Pine Barren lock it up. Both very fast workers. Both into combination moves, 2 count. Pine Barren rolls the shoulder. Both very resilient. Both will use the ropes, the turnbuckles, high flyers. Suplex there from Killer Ken. Their styles, except for the rule-breaking portions, and their skill sets, really, are almost mirror images of one another. Armbar now from the Pine Barren, who had thwarted the first high-risk maneuver of this matchup. Killer Ken trying to go off of those turnbuckles there, but the Pine Barren had gotten a boot up. And now a flurry of moves here. The Pine Barren is in control. Wrenching back on the chin there. Almost into a camel clutch. As he tried to sit back on the small of the back there. Now Killer Ken trying to fight to a vertical base. He does! Boot to the midsection, front face lock. Very quick with a suplex there. Follows it up with a leg drop. Lateral press, 2. Pine Barren now flips him over into a front face lock. Now rolling it into the armbar again. He's almost got a small package here. 2 count only on Killer Ken.
I'm sorry.
The referee inadvertently hit there. Pine Barren apologizing to the ref. We don't typically see that. But the Pine Barren, of course, taking advantage of the referee being out of commission for the moment. He's taking the fight to the floor. Big overhand right. But the Killer, my goodness, he retaliates with one of his own, 2 of his own. Now up to the apron. And off of the apron. Missile drop kick off the apron. Tosses the Pine Barren back through the bottom rope there. Referee has regained his faculties. The Pine Barren has regained the advantage. Forearm across the throat there. Referee will not call a pin count there with an obvious choke going on. Now a lateral press, now a pin count. 2 only. Pine Barren yelling at the official there. Perhaps he could have hooked a leg or just made a more formidable cover there. It was rather an arrogant pinfall attempt. He should know Killer Ken better than that. Off the ropes. Shoulder block through the ropes. Both men tumble to the concrete floor below.
Back in the ring.
There's a blatant choke on the outside.
That's 2. Can't win out there.
Handful of hair now. Just throwing them against the ringside there.
Get up.
Handful of hair again.
Come on, you son of a bitch.
Trying to measure Killer Ken, but he took too much time. Now Killer Ken with 3 straight right hands and tossed him into a garbage can. Killer Ken now making his way to a vertical base. He's got the advantage if he'll take it. He does. Headlock. Wrenches him over. Both legs now turning him over. We've got a full Boston Crab here. Can the Pine Baron withstand it? Can he fight out of it? Can he endure the pain here? Killer Ken screaming out of tap. Pine Baron reaching back. Pine Baron got out of it. He yanked back on Killer Ken's ring attire. It was enough to knock Killer Ken off balance and break the hold. Killer Ken, though, still has the advantage in energy at this point. And has the advantage in ring positioning now as well. Up to the top turnbuckle. Pine Baron sprawled out. Big splash. Lateral press. 2. Pine Baron rolls the shoulder. And now rakes the eyes. What a match this has been. Pine Baron announcing beforehand that he's in this match primarily to collect a bounty that's been placed on Killer Ken's head by Diamond Earl Skruggs. Referee Bronson there checking Killer Ken. Killer Ken refusing to submit there. Almost looks like a cross-faced chicken wing. Killer Ken not submitting, and now breaking the hold. And the Pine Baron stumbles to the outside. Killer Ken follows him. Handful of hair. Face full of ring apron. Handful of hair again. Where's he taking him? Into the ring post. What does Killer Ken collect if the Pine Baron needs some medical attention after this match? Now trading right hands. Getting a close-up from our camera operators there. Referee counting all the way to 8. Is anyone going to make it back into the ring? The Pine Baron does. And then quickly slithers out. Starting the count again at 1. That just gives the competitors more time to be outside and cause havoc. Killer Ken thrown into the ring steps. And you could see the ring steps slide across as if they were on ice. They're not on ice. They're on concrete and they're supposed to be stationary. Those are heavy steps. Those steps that go flying across the floor. That means Killer Ken was violently thrown into them. Referee now checking on Killer Ken. Pine Baron's back in the ring. Will Killer Ken make it back in? Can he answer the count? He's holding his right shoulder very awkwardly there. Maybe injured. Headbutt by the Pine Baron. Big right hand to the ribs. Front face lock. Drapes the arm. Well executed suplex. And now the Pine Baron into the corner. Climbs to the second turnbuckle. Big stomp off the second turnbuckle. Lateral press hook to the leg. 3 count. The Pine Baron wins the match. Killer Ken grabbing for his shoulder there. We're not sure how badly that shoulder is injured, but it was clear he couldn't kick out and he couldn't roll it when the Pine Baron covered him.
I was so happy when I saw them drag Killer Ken backstage. I hope he's out of commission for months. I hope I never have to see him again. $1,000 for Pine Baron. Good for him. Good for him. He's earned it. I'm a very wealthy man. And I'm wealthy and I'm successful because I've worked hard. A man in my position is willing to do whatever it takes. That's power. We already did it. Nasty Nick Castro, Killer Ken, both in the hospital. This tag match coming up is just a little sample for what Steve Farley is in for.
And we're back, and there's the bell. Steve Farley and the Bonsall Street Bomber locking up first in this tag bout. Locking up in theory only as the Bomber runs out of the ring before any contact can be made. These two, of course, are already scheduled for an I Quit match for the NJCW singles title. But of course, first, Diamond Earl made Steve Farley get through this tag match with the Bonsall Street Bomber and his fellow Diamond stablemate, Pat Klein. Of course, that meant Steve Farley needed a partner. And when he heard that one of the competitors on the other side would be Pat Klein, the Sheriff Ian Goode was only too glad to help out his buddy Steve Farley. Jack the Back Robertson, our official for this bout. He's got to keep two sets of competitors here that have bad blood between them. Plus, you've got the Bomber and Steve Farley perhaps trying to soften each other up for their I Quit title match. There's the Bomber stalking him now. Got him in the wrong part of town, and our first tag goes to Pat Klein. Big chop to that arm. Pat Klein, of course, a mixed martial arts competitor. Power and elbow tie up now. And there go those judo kicks to the ribs. Pat Klein every now and then will show you that he's learned professional wrestling, that he hasn't abandoned all he knows from MMA. And there's more of a wrestling hold, hook of the leg. Well executed, but Steve Farley just not worn down enough for a pinfall there. And the Bomber interfering from the outside leads to a double team, and Steve Farley stumbles through the ropes to the concrete floor. Bomber getting his boots in on the outside. You can see Diamond Earl Skruggs there at ringside as both the NJCW board representative and as the manager of two people in this match. And as someone who paid out a bounty that he took out on another wrestler earlier tonight. Wearing many hats, many of which should not be worn at the same time in this commentator's opinion. But that's a decision for our board. They are deliberating. Nasty Nick Castro and his legal team have had a say in the matter as well. For the time being, though, 2 count only in the ring. Diamond Earl content to instruct his charges in this match. They want to win. They also want to do some damage to Steve Farley. the singles champion. Boot to the sternum. Headlock while trying to keep Steve Farley on the mat. Steve Farley, though, with a snapmare takeover to break the hold. Right off the rings into an elbow. And into a tag, and here comes the Sheriff. Gets a shot in on Pat Klein for good measure. Now back to work on the Bomber. Drop kick to the back. Shoulder tackle into the corner there. And the Bomber is sprawled out against the bottom turnbuckle. Using the ropes to get back to a vertical base. Knee to the midsection though. Sheriff thought they were going for a collar and elbow tie-up. Not so, says the Bomber. Takedown though, amateur takedown by the Sheriff into 2 elbows. And a third. Cover 1, 2. Bomber rolls the shoulder. Steve Farley saying stay on him. The Sheriff nodded his head, but the Bomber had other ideas. And we've got a tag to Pat Klein. And Pat Klein now getting the face. His former mentor on whom he has turned in recent months. Front face lock by the Sheriff. Just tossing Pat Klein around that ring. Trying to show him that I may have been trying to teach you all that I know, but you wouldn't let me. You bailed on me before I could, and I've still got some tricks that you need to learn. Pat Klein now to the top turnbuckle. Perched there. Biding his time. Missile drop kick. 1, 2, rolls the shoulder. And now the Sheriff back to work. Boots and elbows. Lateral press. 2 count only. Tagging to Steve Farley. Steve Farley will fight anybody in the Diamond Stable. He was in the Diamond Stable until he famously turned on him with a kendo stick. And is back to being sort of a lone wolf. A man, and back to being a man of the people. Hearing the cheers again from the NJCW faithful here at the Monroe Business Arena. Bomber's got his belt now, I'm not sure for what. What's he doing? He's calling Pat Klein to the back, and are they abandoning this match? Are they quitting the match? If he quits the next time he faces Steve Farley, he'll lose that title. Referee calling for the bell. We've got a fight to the back. There goes the Sheriff. There goes Joey Guns. There goes Diamond Earl.
Double elimination. The ref's called a double elimination.
This feud will finally be settled on episode 8 of Championship Clash. That's all for tonight, folks. Join us again for Championship Clash.
Thank you.